1:40 p.m. Here's our rewind of all the Thursday night variety action. 1:01 p.m. 2 more finalists are through, 1 waits for the possibility of a wildcard, 5 go home. Stay with us for reaction and analysis. 9:58 p.m. Only 2 of those 3 can make it through, of course. Runners-up and progressing to the final are Merseygirls, and the winner of the public vote is the Pensionalities, which means that Ruben Gray narrowly misses out. 9:55 p.m. 1.5 meters votes have been cast and the top 3 acts are Merseygirls, the Pensionalities and Ruben Gray. Bookies' favorites Angelica Celtis are among those going home. 9:53 p.m. After more padding than Simon Cowell's jacket shoulders, it's finally time to find out which 2 acts will progress to Saturday's grand final. Even the head judge is sweating. 9:51 p.m. Marion from Bracknell gets her ticket picked out of a box of 700 by Richard Jones with his household cavalry sword. Now that's magic. 9:41 p.m. A guest performance now from reigning BGT champion Richard Jones, the soldier-turned-magician. He's getting Alicia Dixon to remember a number, which might be ambitious after her bungle the other night. 9:38 p.m. Backstage bands now. Ruben Gray says he wrote tonight's song for his girlfriend as a Valentine's gift. Ant and Dec rightly point out that it would have been far easier to get a chocolate orange from the garage. 9:34 p.m. 3 minutes later than scheduled. The pesky perils of live TV were back to BGT for the results. But first, what else in other recap? 9:30 p.m. Mere minutes until we leave the Corey Cobbles and return to the warm Geordie embrace of Ant and Dec. 9:20 p.m. Before this semi-final, the bookies' tips to go through were choir Angelica Celtis, plus 1 of Ruben Gray or Merseygirls. After tonight's live performances, though, it's all to play for and vote for. 10 minutes before we return for the results. 9:04 p.m. Well, if social media is any indication of voting patterns, it's the Pensionalities and Hoop Guy Holby going through to the final. They're the acts being most discussed on Twitter right now. But is it in a good way? 8:59 p.m. A reminder of the 8 acts and their relevant voting details on screen. The show now takes a half-hour break for Coronation Street before returning for the results at 9:30 p.m., but stay with us for reaction and analysis. 8:56 p.m. Totes Amish group hugs to finish. Alicia says so touching, graceful and beautiful. Julia, you're so positive and inspirational. You set a great example with your unity. So proud of you. Amanda says you're gorgeous girls. Yeah, cheers for that. Simon says whatever happens, we're going to make sure you're in a great place. The acts that got me tonight were you and the Pensionalities. Both about friendship and positivity. David concludes perfection, well done. And phone lines are, wait for it, open. 8:52 p.m. They're aged 14 to 17. They're from the Wirral, they're in tutus. Slight sob story about scoliosis and the VT and a meeting with Princess Eugenie, which might well make the pain worse. A lovely, dreamily balletic routine to Andrew Day's Rise Up. 8:46 p.m. Final act of the evening are dance quintet Merseygirls, formerly known as Justice but renamed for copyright reasons. 8:44 p.m. Well, that was unexpected, trills Alicia. It was a clever idea and you're a likable guy. Amanda says you've got your own little market there and you made me laugh. Simon Cowell says this was a backward step. Not great. Frustrating. David concludes it was brilliantly funny, especially seeing Simon's stony face and how much it was annoying him. 8:41 p.m. He's throwing everything at this. Flame backdrops, backing dancers, misspelled names, the lot. 8:40 p.m. Williams is playing the triangle along to Johnny's gangster rap about Croydon. The studio audience are also adding 123 shots and arm bounces. 8:38 p.m. Johnny Awesome won't be roping in the help of beheaded hosts Ant and Dec this time. Shame. Instead, he's brought up Judge David Williams and made him wear a hoodie. 8:36 p.m. Penultimate act tonight is the spell check challenging Johnny Awesome, the 39-year-old from Croydon with a neat line and musical comedy routines. 8:32 p.m. You're proof that you're never too old, says Alicia. Brilliant song choice, like watching Frank and Dean, says Amanda. Tonight hasn't been great, until you two came out, says Simon Cowell. Genius song choice. You're what this show's all about. I have a feeling we'll be seeing you on Saturday night. David Williams compares them to Simon and Lewis Walsh, adding you've got charm and personality by the bucket load. 8:08 p.m. No cloth caps this time. The chaps are in dapper dinner suits and crooning One Direction's History on a classy lamplit set. Vocally not the best but heartwarming and irresistible. 8:26 p.m. Henry gets rather emotional about the fact that he recently lost his wife. Sniffle. 8 to 5 p.m. tonight's sixth act are the Pensionalities, formerly known as the Pensioners, Doncaster singing duo Malcolm and Henry, aged 75 and 84 respectively. 8 to 4 p.m. This just in from reader Caroline Brown. My 10-year-old son has said, "What does she look like? She's too old for that and looks idiotic." 8:19 p.m. judgment time. Ryan has achieved a total of 13 balloons, equaling but not breaking the Guinness World Record. "I could barely watch, it was so dramatic," says David Williams. Alicia Dixon says it belongs at children's parties, not the royal variety. "Enough now," agrees Amanda Holden. Simon Cowell gets the giggles. 8:16 p.m. This is some rapid ballooning, albeit not the most thrilling televisual experience. Tense, though. 8:14 p.m. 14 balloon models in 60 seconds is the challenge, a record that stood for 12 years. Simon Cowell needs this explaining twice. Vicky is accompanied on stage by some stormtroopers, building up her part a bit. 8:12 p.m. fifth act tonight is Ryan Tracy from MoMA, officially the world's fastest balloon modeler, accompanied by the show's latest cult heroine, independent adjudicator Vicky. 8:10 p.m. I'm glad you did your own song again, says Simon Cowell. But I didn't like it. Oh, you tease. David Williams lived it and you're the little dark horse. Alicia Dixon says it was nice, not as special, and girls will go crazy for you. Amanda Holden thought his song was already a hit. 8:08 p.m. No piano for Ruben tonight. He's performing another winsome self-composition, dedicated to his girlfriend, this time with an acoustic guitar. All very Ed Sheeran-esque. Great reception from the crowd. 8:06 p.m. Halfway there. Fourth act tonight is 16-year-old singer and pianist Ruben Gray from Surrey. 8:04 p.m. Simon Cowell wants to take his ex back, admits his toddler son Eric has been singing the song at home. Alicia Dixon says any credibility I had has gone right out of the window. Amanda Holden leers at the size of John's hoops. David Williams tries to sing along but spells guy wrong. You've made hooping relevant and sexy, he claims, beardily. 8:02 p.m. It's about as entertaining as a strange man in a Moss Brothers dinner suit and an extensive hoop collection can be. Simon Cowell hits his buzzer, so Parnell promptly busts out a flaming hoop and an Alicia Dixon sample. She hits her buzzer too. Rousing ovation from the studio audience. 8:00 p.m. The third act out tonight is hula hoop artist John Parnell, the 63-year-old from Nuneaton, with the earwormily, infectiously catchy and deeply inane Hoop Guy song. 7:57 p.m. This email just in, from Telegraph reader Leslie Miller. Amanda Holden's dresses are awful. Does she not know that it's family viewing? She's obviously trying to outdo everyone else, but it's disgraceful that ITV let her wear these dresses. Strong words. 7:54 p.m. It's another ad break. Well, it is 9 minutes since the last one. 7:54 p.m. Stunning and sensational, says Amanda Holden. Not as good as your audition, says panto villain Simon Cowell. Boo. You should lighten up on stage. David Williams disagrees. The royals would love this. You present yourselves classily. None of you are wearing an inappropriate low-cut top. Cue a self-conscious cackle from Amanda Holden 2 chairs down. 7:52 p.m. No England's green and pleasant land for the Linelli Choir. They changed William Blake's lyric to Britain's canny. Hirsute choir master Mr. Williamson gets a shout-out from Alicia Dixon. 7:49 p.m. Second act out tonight are Welsh schoolgirl choir Angelica Celtis, the bookies' favourites to go through tonight. Aged 12 to 17, they're clad in angelic white and crooning a warbly version of Jerusalem. 7:41 p.m. The first of many plugs for the BGT app, followed by the first of even more ad breaks. Recharge those glasses. You're going to need it. 7:40 p.m. Kids could be picking up the phone, says David Williams. A great way to open, adds Alicia Dixon. Amanda Holden takes a long time saying not much. Simon Cowell asks where does it go? It was goodish. It's an act for kids' parties. 7:38 p.m. Gold suits and dog masks say hi. Then the Mutts are joined on stage by some cool cats, and a guitar strumming, cartwheeling mouse, all very jolly but a own a joke act. 7:36 p.m. Empty that litter tray of talent all over the stage. Opening the bill tonight are the Pet Masked Dance Troupe from London. 7:35 p.m. Simon Cowell rolls his eyes about last night's shocker, his golden buzzer act Sarah Akumu failing to go through. But she might still get that wild card. 7:33 p.m. Amanda Holden's black frock leaves little to the imagination. Wardrobe malfunction risk level high. 7:32 p.m. Hosts Ant and Dec arrive, with full military accompaniment. A taster of magical cavalryman Richard Jones' appearance later. 7:31 p.m. Dancers and dog masks and that hula hoop song are among the delights we've got to look forward to. 7:30 p.m. Roll recap montage. Deploy precocious children, arrange dreadlocks into pineapple top knots. 7 p.m. The credits have rolled on. Yorkshire set soap Emmerdale and it's almost BGT o'clock. 7:04 p.m. The variety contest's reigning champ, soldier and illusionist Richard Jones, returns to the BGT stage as a special guest performer tonight. Will he be wielding his regimental wand? 5 minutes until showtime. 7:14 p.m. Bookies' favorites to progress tonight are Llanelli Schoolgirl Choir Angelicus Celtis. The joint second faves are pianists Inja Ruben Gray and dance troupe merseygirls. Will the fourth semi-final go according to form? 15 minutes until we find out. 7:11 p.m. Good evening and welcome to our Britain's Got Talent live blog for the penultimate of this week's 5 live semi-finals. It's showtime at 7:30 p.m. on ITV, when 8 more acts will battle it out for 2 coveted slots in Saturday's grand final. Last night's third semi-final saw quirky pianist Tokyo Myers and pint-sized comedian Ned Woodman go through. Meanwhile, Simon Cowell was accused of sexism for remarks about feminist magician Josephine Lee's legs. Tonight's bill includes Alicia Dixon's Golden Buzzer act Merseygirls, Welsh choir Angelicus Celtis, Ivory tinkling singer Ruben Gray, plus a balloonist and the hula hoop guy. It promises to veer from the sublime to the ridiculous, so should be make for cracking Thursday night viewing. We'll be live blogging from 7:10 p.m, providing build-up, rolling coverage, recaps and analysis, so watch along with us. Please join in too. You can email me on michael.hogan@telegraph.co.uk or tweet me on @michaelhogan. I'll keep an eye on both and report the highlights here. Nearly time for song, dance, balloon animals and hula hooping eccentrics.